I'm Little John.
And I'm John.
And together we're Papa and Son Garage. Alright guys, we got one done. This actually takes way longer than you expect it to. I think we've been on this one for probably at least an hour. We did stop for some dinner, but we did get back at it, and all in all, I would say at least an hour. Now, I did get a little particular about it and had a little edges and little funny things. Just a little bit of burrs and stuff inside. So I kind of treated it as like you would a port and polish. However, by all means, I am nowhere close to a professional at that, especially considering this first time for doing these. What I did is I cleaned them up absolute best I could with what I have to work with. There's a lot of other options out there to use and polish them and make them look a lot better than what I was able to. I can't tell you that I feel good about the way these ones turned out. I don't know, we'll try to get some good light in there and kind of show you how they turned out. So that's that one. That's we'll go to the opposite side and kind of look in there, flip it over and kind of show you. I feel like they turned out pretty good for just an amateur and a first timer, you know. Again, we did the originals instead of buying anything aftermarket because we do still have smog. We do still need the sensors on and the TGV position sensors and all that to pass smog, so I don't have a check engine light in this car. So I feel like it turned out pretty good. Again, it does take a lot of time to do. We've been at it for at least an hour on just the one, so you better plan a couple hours for your day, 2 to 3 hours to do this. It is definitely helpful to have somebody holding it, as my son John, holding it down for me, moving it around, shuffling it. That's definitely big time help. If you do it by yourself, definitely plan on doing it a little bit longer. Maybe even find a clamp or a vise to be able to help yourself hold it. I used a block of wood so I can position it at a few different angles and help myself out. So as you guys probably seen in the video, we'll go on to the next one. He's going to go ahead and finish cleaning this one up in the solvent tank and then make it look a little bit decent, and we'll move forward. Alright folks, we have both Tgv Delete'S done. Again, it takes some time. With us and all the equipment that I have, we're probably 2 hours, maybe a little over 2 hours. They turned out pretty alright. They could definitely turn out better. There's a lot more, there's a few more things that I could buy that actually could make it a lot smoother, like porting and polishing. There's an art to that stuff. Again, this is one of the first times I've done it, so especially with the Tgv Delete'S, I feel like I did a pretty good job. If we look at them, we can see that the runners in there, I've got them pretty cleaned up. You can see the big difference. Total opening, no flaps or anything. I'll be reassembling them again. As a reminder that we have smog, so I've got to keep the sensors and everything in. I've seen a lot of people that don't need to worry about the smog, so they're able to plug. You'd have to plug this side and plug this side. You could probably find a little small freeze plug, or you could probably even tap it out and put a bolt or a plug of some sort in that to cap each side. That would be a major vacuum leak if you didn't do that. But with us having smog, we have to keep them sensors and keep running them. So one thing we'll do to clean them up is we've got some decent looking metal paint. I mean, it sounds kind of cheesy, but these things are hardly seen at that, so you can barely even see them or see them. If you really wanted to get all smooth and really beautiful inside, you can mix yourself up some Bondo and put in there and re-sign them. No, I'm kidding. That's a joke. Please don't do that. But again, you could get some more stuff for your Dremel and polish them out and make them look beautiful inside. Don't use Bondo. I was just kidding about that. Painting them inside, definitely not a good idea as well. That shit will come off and go through your engine. So we'll tape them off and then we'll paint them up a little bit and make them look pretty decent. So other than that, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'll definitely answer all I can. Again, this was a first experience for us. I think I'd be glad to do some more if anybody needed any of them done. So anything you want to throw in?
No.
Good to go. Thanks, guys. All right, we took a day off. We're getting back at it, reassembling the TGVs. When you're putting the rod back in, you really can't put it back together wrong. It's notched and everything, so when you slide that in, put it in. Put a little bit of lube on the gears again. They're all dried out, and put a little bit of lube on the seals so that it can slide in good. I'm going to go ahead and just go to video on the installation and go from there. Just stop it.
Sure.
Cut that last part out.
Okay.
If you like what you see, hit like and subscribe, and turn on post notifications to get notified on upcoming videos.